Good afternoon, my name is Aaron Gross. I work on the grounds crew here at Hillcrest Country Club. And today we're going to cover golf course setup and changing the hole locations. I'm over here on hole number 7. Notice that the current flag is in the middle of the green. Here at Hillcrest we have a pattern where we have a front hole location, the next hole will have a middle hole location, a hole following that will have a back hole location. Notice here on number 7 the flag is white, so I'm going to cut the flag in the back of the green. Now, some things I want to consider when choosing where to cut it are, how difficult of a hole location do I want today? I want to cut it on a relatively flat part of the green, not on a hill. Another thing I want to consider is, do I want to bring some of the hazards into play, and how difficult should it be for today's play? So I'm going to look for a hole location on the back of the green, like I said, that's relatively flat. Today is cold and windy, so I'm going to cut this hole near the back center in the middle. I'm going to step back and make sure it's nice and straight. Leaning a little bit backwards, so I'm going to move it just a tad forward. I'm going to eject the plug, walk it over here to yesterday's hole location. Go ahead and take the actual cup and the flag stick. Like I said, this is a relatively easy hole location. This isn't a tournament. Doesn't need to play too difficult. I'm going to change the flag from white to blue, because like I said, this is a back hole location. I'm going to do what's known as a cup check. Make sure that cup is in there all the way. Nice and sturdy. That'll be today's hole location on number 7. So now I'm going to mend the plug. Make sure it's nice and level. And ideally, when you eject the plug, you want to see if you can make it disappear. I'll mend the edges a little bit. Roll it over to make sure it's flat. Run my hand over it to make sure it's neither high or low. I always like to give it a little squirt of water just to make sure it's healthy, has time to grow back in. That's a good plug. Notice that you can barely see it. So when I chose today's hole location, like I said, I cut it in the center of the green. Like I said, today is windy, it's cold. We don't want to make it too difficult. Something else I want to consider when choosing the hole location is, how many difficult holes have I cut before this one, and how many do I want to cut after it? Like I said, today is a normal day. I'm going to cut maybe 1 or 2 difficult hole locations. This one is relatively easy. And that's how we cut cups here at Hillcrest Country Club.